So we have been fortunate enough to be invited along to play in a new 7-a-side tournament by #United called Next Level Football League. So, just on the way down there, got to get to London, got a lot of the boys got to go and pick up on the way, absolutely buzzing for it. So, let's get on the road.
I don't know why you wanna treat me this way.
Our first game then sees us take on London City FC as we look at the squad for today's game. There I am with the armband on, hoping to lead by example. Tom Legresley will be in between the sticks today. He'll be feeling like he's got a point to prove after his last YouTube performance. Dan Wells then at the back then looking to keep it solid with Steve Block, who will be playing alongside him, both right backs by trade, but hopefully looking solid in the middle today. Charlie Navesy there in the N'Golo Kante role, be looking to put in a bit of a shift with Jakey Stevens. We know he's a danger man. He's got the skills to pay the bills. Along with James Heiser, also another very skillful player, be looking to attack through him today. And as we look to the bench then, Tom Binks, Ollie Walker, the new signing, looking to make his debut, and Ant Sleep as always. So then, as we just wait to kick off then, get the Next Level Football League underway. London City with the ball kicking from right to left in this first half as they get things underway. And it's just a nice casual start there. Me and Jakey trying to apply a little bit of pressure on them at the back. So MHFC with the ball for the first time then as we have a roll in with Steve on this near side. Plays it into Dan, goes for a little flick, but it ricochets to Jakey. Lovely little Rabona on the top, nobody can get on the end of it, but the back pass is under hip straight into me, in behind, look to lift it over the goalkeeper, but the goalkeeper comes out well and smothers it. Jakey on the ball though, looking to create something, comes back to him and finds me up the line. Bit of an obstruction there, but you can see the ball has now gone out for a corner. But the first real chance for us then in this league, the ball at the back then with Tom Legresley. Nice bit of distribution and a flick to Navs. I go for the wing, not the cleanest strike, but it does find its way to Jakey, who will be looking to get himself out of trouble there. Two players on him, and in the end it does come for a throw. As a throw into me there, not the greatest pass back to Jake, but he picks it up well, plays it into Heiser, and how has he missed that? Ricocheting all over the place, it comes out to me, who lashes at it. Look at that, straight across to James Heiser on his favoured left foot, completely mishits it, and as it comes out to me all the time in the world, look for the outside of the boot and absolutely splice it. Passed up a couple of opportunities early on then, as the ball comes into me now, throwing my weight around, looking for the pass out to James Heiser, who picks it up, plays it into Jakey. Look, lovely little nutmeg for the player there. Unfortunately, I just moved out the way, wasn't quite on his wavelength there. As we see the ball at the back there, there must have been a bit of miscommunication there between Steve and Grez. Unfortunately, we've not paid for it, but from the throw, and it does come to them, shoots through a absolute sea of legs and manages to find its way into the bottom left-hand corner. Grez unsighted there, but that all came from that throw-in that we gave away completely unnecessarily. And just like that, with our first real attempt in the game, we find ourselves 1-0 down. So can we come back then as Jakey, lovely bit of footwork up the left hand side there, plays it into James Heiser. Oh, he comes inside and gets a shot away himself. There may have been better options, and unfortunately for us that has gone over the bar. As we see London City come forward now on a 2-on-2 situation, managed to get round the outside of Steve, and Grez gets down well to his left hand side to make the save. And as we see then, off I come, off the pitch, and on comes Ollie Walker. He's wearing Al Armstrong shirt at the minute, not got his own one yet, but this is now his official MHFC debut. So we're looking to see what kind of impact he can make on the team then. As we see this player come down the left hand side again, we know he's got a lot of pace, managed to get down the outside again. Unfortunately for us this time, he cannot find the target. As we're seeing London City now with a lot more of the ball as we come towards the end of this first half, in down the far side. Navs manages to get back well though and put a bit of pressure on him. Grez makes a save and is then able to smother the rebound. As Steve at the back then looking to play out through Jakey, another little nutmeg from him again, really showing his class early in this one. As he finds it outside to James Heiser, comes back to Jake, shoots first time, straight at the goalkeeper unfortunately on this occasion, with good link up between those two. As we see Kitman Manji then delivering a bid for the ref at our request, getting the excuses in early, and there we see a cheeky little hashtag from him. He doesn't care of the fixture, he is repping it for hashtag. But this is MHFC versus London City FC as we see Tom Binks come through with the ball, tries to slot it under the goalkeeper, but another great save from the opposition number one, as Ollie Walker there can't quite get in the cross. But he is standing over a free kick now as he looks for options, finds James Heiser in the middle, looks to roll his play, a lovely bit of skill to get the shot away, but again he cannot keep the ball down. And that then will bring us to the end of the first half. 20 minutes of next level Football League action under our belt, and it's fair to say it's been a frustrating one. Lots of opportunities, not being able to put them away though. Keepers made some good saves, and then we've been punished for the mistakes that we have made at the back. So 1-0 then to London City FC. Can we fare better in the second half? As Binks gets it underway, plays it back to Dan, back to Grez, and then we look to build from here. As he looks to go long up the park, then headed toward Binks, can't quite bring it down as the ball finds its way out onto the left hand side and manages to get it up the line to the opposition player. Finds the player clean through, then gets the shot away early. Great angle on that there, great strike by the opposition player, and you see how easy it can be to score on the counter, ricocheting off the bar. Grez was rooted to the spot. As we see London City there coming forward, then they're really putting the pressure on at the start of this first half. Fortunately for us, Grez is able to make a great save on that occasion. But we are seeing London City really pressuring us at the start of this first half. As they look to get the ball across, finds the ball to the back stick. Grez able to save with his hands. The follow-up is straight at him. And they're on the right-hand side now, and someone manages to get back there and put the tackle in. As we see desperate times call for desperate measures. Ant Sleet still awaiting full construction of that right knee, finds his way onto the pitch to see if he can make an impact. London City then with a very speculative shot from a free kick there as Grez manages to hold on, plays it out on the right hand side to Jake. First time we've really seen him on the ball in this second half as he manages to take it, breeze past his man, come inside, gets the shot away, and that is blocked, but good positive stuff from Jakey there as I take the throw in there with Jakey on the far side, looks to get the crossing, fires it to the back stick and can't quite rise to get to it. James Heiser takes it in well though with the shot, keeps it down a bit better this time, but this time comes flying back off the crossbar, and we need to put one of these opportunities away. It's Grez there with a lovely bit of distribution to Jakey, seeing running at the opposition again. This is where he is really dangerous, cutting inside, looking for the pass, and in the end the best they can do is hack him down, and we have a free kick on the edge of the box. As Jakey steps up to take it, not much room there around that three-man wall, especially when they're only 2 yards back, and it comes out for a corner. As the ball comes into me, then look to play in Jakey front post, can't quite get a touch on it, and it goes back out for another corner. Me standing over again in the same move, and Jakey this time manages to get a little touch on it, but not enough, and it goes out for an opposition throw-in on the far side. But us now really putting pressure down that right hand side. There's a lovely little back heel to Jake there, plays it to Ant Sleet. Wouldn't you just know it? Wasn't even really meant to be playing today. Brought him on because we needed some inspiration, and he has delivered. Look at the replay then, lovely little back heel from Heiser there, linking up with Jake. Jake could have taken the shot on, but sees the opportunity and Ant in more space at the back stick. First time finish into the far corner. Ant Sleet, you absolute hero. 1-1 now. As we look to press forward, then I win the header as it comes to James Heiser. Coming forward with it, finds Jakey. First touch gets away, but he manages to get back to it. Plays into Ant, looks to take it around the keeper, but again, the keeper we have seen, he has done very well coming off his line and smothering the opportunities in this one. As Jakey Stevens then with the little corner there, looks to go front post to me again, get a little touch on it, but it's blocked just behind me. As London City look to break now. Nav's under a lot of pressure at the back there, all kinds of physicality all over him there, pushes in the back and all sorts, and in the end he takes him down. Nav's doing a great job at the back there. As the ball comes forward, then Ant with a little flick to Jakey Stevens, gets the strike away, and just like that, in the space of 2 minutes, we have turned this game around. 2-1, Jakey Stevens. What a strike. Ant Sleet there again involved, as we see from the replay, manages to get the little flick away. Jakey gets it under, sizes up his man, sees the space in that top left hand corner, and what a strike, Jakey Stevens. 2-1 and not long to go now. These last 5 minutes have been absolutely brilliant. As we see a little cheeky back heel then from the kick-off. Not much time for London City to do something about this in this one, as they see playing a bit more long ball stuff now, but we've managed to intercept it. Jakey Stevens running at the defence again, lovely footwork, finds it into Ant Sleet, looks to toe poke it, and again another great save. If it hadn't been for the keepers in this one, it could have been 4 or 5 goals each. As we see the ball in the corner now, us not in a rush to play the ball, and Jakey just holding it there as the whistle does blow, and we left that one late to do something about it. I did time it. There were 2 minutes and 34 seconds in between those two goals for us then at the end, getting the result there. As you see, the other results, hashtag United and hashtag Academy, both with wins. We expected them to be strong, so not much to look at in terms of the table so far, but as it stands, joint top. No surprise there, Jakey Stevens, man of the match, 1 goal, 1 assist. He looked most dangerous all game. Him and Ant both level with 1 goal apiece and 1 assist. So a hard-earned victory for us then on match day 1 of the league. You can check out full highlights of all the other games on the Next Level Football League channel. The link will be in the description below. As for us, give us a comment, let us know your thoughts on the game. Don't forget to subscribe, and for us, it's on to the next one.